The hypothetical outbreak of a third world war in 2026 would be fundamentally different from the conflicts of the 20th century. Based on current geopolitical trajectories, military strategies, and climate modeling, the consequences would be catastrophic across four major pillars. 1. The digital and space frontier unlike previous wars. The first shots wouldn't be bullets, but bits and satellites. The Dark Age scenario, modern warfare relies heavily on satellites. A conflict would likely begin with the destruction of GPS, communication, and reconnaissance satellites, potentially grounding aviation and crippling global logistics. Cyber sabotage. Expect total shutdowns of national power grids, water systems, and banking networks. AI-driven misinformation would be weaponized to collapse social order before a single soldier crosses a border. 2. The economic great decoupling. The globalized world we live in would shatter almost instantly. Supply chain rupture. With over 80% of global trade moving by sea, militarized shipping lanes would halt the flow of semiconductors, medicine, and fuel. Hyperinflation and collapse. Stock markets could crash by 60 to 90%. In 2026, the US and Europe are already battling debt and inflation. A war economy would force nations into extreme isolationism and war rationing. 3. The third nuclear era, current 2026 military strategies, like the U.S. National Defense Strategy, warn that we have entered a more dangerous nuclear phase where limited exchanges are more plausible but no less deadly. Regional fallout. Even a limited nuclear exchange, for example, 100 warheads, would ignite massive firestorms. The resulting soot would rise into the stratosphere, blocking sunlight. And nuclear famine. Scientists predict a nuclear winter where global temperatures drop, causing a 10-year agricultural collapse. This could lead to a famine threatening the lives of over 2 billion people, even in countries far from the blast zones. 4. Humanitarian crisis and state collapse mass. Displacement. Over 520 million children already live in or near conflict zones as of 2026. A global war would create a refugee crisis of billions, far exceeding the capacity of any international aid agency. The Global South. Countries not directly involved in the fighting would likely suffer the most. Without access to global trade, aid, or digital infrastructure, many emerging economies would face complete collapse.